Good morning, everyone. This marks the 6th day of my journey on the path to Sotapanna during this rains retreat. The day began as usual with the tranquility found in morning prayers, daily chanting, and continuous meditation. I focused mindfully on my breath, feeling the air touch the tip of my nose and the rise and fall of my abdomen. Even when my mind wandered and various thoughts arose, I tried to acknowledge them naturally without resistance or pushing them away. I didn't blame myself for the lack of stillness. I let them be, observing how a steady resolve in my mind gradually and firmly took root. It's like training a muscle. The more you train, the stronger it becomes. Serenity is similar. The more you practice, the more powerful the mind becomes. However, later in the day, a thought surfaced, a question that lingers in many minds and is often debated in society. Why do some senior monks who possess profound knowledge of the Dhamma, have high monastic ranks, and hold significant positions in the Sangha, commit such grave moral transgressions, sometimes even deceiving many people? This question made me wonder, do these venerable monks not believe in karma, in merit and demerit, in hell and heaven? How could they dare to act in such ways? Or do they believe, but their defilements are so strong that these beliefs become mere theoretical knowledge that fails to restrain them, failing to serve as a tool for controlling their own behavior? This thought led me back to the teachings we often hear. Knowing the Dhamma is not the same as practicing the Dhamma. This is the crucial essence I realized. Learning the Pariyati Dhamma, memorizing various teachings, reciting the Tipitaka, or even eloquently explaining the Dhamma is merely remembering or conceptual understanding. But to abandon defilements, to purify the mind, requires actual practice, applying those Dhamma teachings in daily life. Mere knowing does not extinguish defilements. It's like a doctor who knows every disease, every good medicine, but fails to take care of their own health, allowing their body to deteriorate over time. Such knowledge is useless to the doctor themselves. From this point, I seriously began to examine myself. Is my current study of the Dhamma, my chanting, and my meditation merely knowing? Is it just a ritual performed out of duty? Or is it truly permeating my mind and helping to reduce the defilements within me? I started questioning myself whether what I do every day leads to internal change. Today's doubt thus became an important reminder. Never be deluded into thinking that simply learning or memorizing a lot of Dhamma will truly free us from suffering, because liberation from suffering requires practice, action, and experiencing the results for oneself. Another thing I contemplated today is the phenomenon known as the faith of ordinary people is easily shaken. When we witnessed events where some senior monks commit serious moral transgressions, whether involving money, women, or power, it profoundly affects the general public, causing doubt in Buddhism. Some even lose faith entirely. I too felt shaken because when we see individuals we respect and revere doing wrong, it naturally impacts our minds. But I tried to bring myself back to the reality of the situation. Are we truly faithful to the Sangha, or are we faithful to the Dhamma? The Buddha himself taught us to contemplate the Dhamma, not to believe just because others say so, not to be swayed by rank, position, or reputation, because these are mere conventional designations, just external shells that can decay. But the Dhamma, the teachings, are eternal. An undeniable truth. Today was a day of deep introspection, realizing that my own faith is still not fully firm. It is still the faith of an ordinary person, easily shaken by negative events or disturbing information. Therefore, I resolved to use reason and wisdom to study and practice in accordance with the Dhamma, not clinging to individuals, not clinging to any positions, because individuals and positions are impermanent. It is the Dhamma, the teachings, that should be held as our guiding principle. I further reflected that this implies that the Dhamma these monks studied, preached, and taught to lay followers might not have deeply permeated their hearts. They might know a lot, remember a lot, explain well, and skillfully cite various suttas, but they did not bring those Dhamma teachings to control their minds, nor did they use them to cut off their own defilements. This serves as a crucial reminder for myself as well. Let not learning, chanting, or meditation become empty shells, just rituals performed day by day. We must constantly examine whether the Dhamma has permeated our hearts, whether it truly helps reduce defilements, whether it improves our words, actions, and thoughts, whether it makes us more mindful, more compassionate, and more patient. Because in the end, knowing the Dhamma is not the ultimate goal. Rather, being the Dhamma is what we should all strive for and attain. Being the Dhamma means that the Dhamma has become an integral part of our lives, a way of practice expressed through our actions, words, and thoughts at every moment. That truly is the essence of genuine Dhamma practice. Thank you.